All right. Our next speaker is Daniel Patrick. He is another representative of Grassroots North Carolina. He is a graduate of NC State, and he's worked as a software engineer, and he's a lifetime member of the NRA, Gunners of America, Grassroots North Carolina, and he volunteers as Grassroots legislative liaison to the General Assembly. Welcome, Daniel.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me? All right. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today to show their support to the Second Amendment, and I'd really like to thank the people that organized this because it was very well put together. Now, currently, we live in a time when a former Supreme Court justice has called for the repeal of the Second Amendment, which is really amazing if you think about it. And so it's more important than ever that we are not only vigilant, but we are active if we value the Second Amendment. And so I'd like to talk to you about one of the ways that people that are interested can become truly active defending the Second Amendment. Grassroots North Carolina is a 100% volunteer organization, and one of our most important volunteer efforts is our legislative action team. This is a team of volunteers that provides a sort of boots-on-the-ground presence in our state legislature when we're pushing legislation. They go and they personally deliver our message to the legislators. They monitor things like key floor votes, key committee meetings. You can always count on Bloomberg to send down a nice shiny roll of AstroTurf anytime something gun-related happens in our legislature. And we always need a presence there to oppose them. Typically, we're going to be outnumbered 10 to 1. They'll show up in their, matching T-shirts. And it's very hard to win a fight that you don't show up to. It's very easy for our legislators to forget about our presence. In fact, they seem to do their level best to forget we exist most of the time anyway. So it is very important that we maintain our presence with our legislative action team. I remember last summer, GRNC was pushing constitutional carry, and that fight carried over even into this year. But it came up time for a key committee meeting, and they were going to open it up for public comment. So we needed someone to make a public comment, but lo and behold, we were so short-manned, I was the only person that could go. And to put things in perspective, I was still kind of in training as far as legislative action team goes, and I was mostly trying to concentrate on not speaking and saying dumb things at that point, and I was immediately promoted to you have to speak in public. So that was somewhat stress-inducing. And it shows you just how far we'll go. We'll do anything. We'll even let me talk in public. So they told me this, and our president, Paul Vallone, he wrote up a statement for me to read, and I went running over there because they like to change the times of committee meetings very abruptly. So I go running over there, get there in just the very last moment, and I'm looking around. I'm the only person there, and it was a huge relief when just my buddy Gavin showed up, just one more person, because we were standing off against about 20 Bloomberg mommies, all in matching T-shirts. They're always very well coordinated. So Gavin showed up, and it was 2 on 20. The committee meeting went forward. I read the little statement, and that particular vote went our way, which it should have because we had a Republican supermajority. But like I said, it's very easy for them to forget we exist if we don't even show up. That's when I realized how big a difference one person can make on the legislative action team. Right now, we are short-manned. It's hard to win a fight you do not show up to. We need people. So if you consider yourself a true supporter of the Second Amendment, if you really want to make a difference, consider joining GRNC's legislative action team. If you're interested, I'll be over there at the check-in tent with a sign-up sheet. Thank you.